Hello, my nerdlings. If you're new here, my name is Nikki. Welcome to my channel where we get nerdy. Today, I'm going to do February's wrap-up. Technically, we still have like 6 more days in February, but I don't see myself reading anything between now and then because I've read a lot the last 2 months. So first things first, I have 8 books here, the physical. There's 2 books that I actually took to Bull Moose and unhauled because I don't see myself finishing them or ever rereading them. So I'll start off with those 2. The first one is Text Appeal. I was supposed to read this for my Buddy Reads with Alicia, and yeah, I couldn't get through it. I tried really, really hard to read it, and I just, no desire to read it at all. I don't know why. I'm in my romance era. Just something with that book in me weren't clicking. And then the other book is Court of the Vampire Queen. I don't know how to say this without sounding gross, so I'm just going to say it. There's a scene where people are participating in extracurricular activities and someone's throat gets ripped out, and then there's still extracurricular activities being had afterward with the blood everywhere, and no thank you. No thank you. So did not finish that. Let me start with what was on to Brinko. The other books that were on to Brinko were Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I started to read this, didn't get very far into it, saw something on BookTube where someone was like, hey, check trigger warning database. So I checked the trigger warning database, and it has the big R word, the 4-letter R word mentioned. And that is one of my triggers. Whether it is on page or it's recounted or something, that is something that is extremely upsetting for me. So I can't read this right now. Not in the mental state that I am in. When I'm somewhere better, I would like to try and read this because it is Christina Lauren and I like their writing. But the state I'm at right now, I cannot handle something with that type of trigger. So this is a pause. Not a DNF, but a pause. And then I was supposed to read an Agatha Christie for my Pentagon prompt. Didn't read that. I'm just not in the mood for Agatha Christie at all. I could have picked a different Virgo author, but by the time I realized that I wasn't in the mood for her, I just gave up. So there's that. And the other book that was on the TBR, this was the Librarian Rec, was Full Measures by Rebecca Yarros. During To Brinko, I had the library copy, but I actually ended up buying my own copy during the Barnes & Noble speed run. I rated this 5 stars. In this book, you're following Ember and Josh. Ember's dad is a military man that had passed away in combat, and Josh is the neighbor next door that is trying to help her through losing her dad and all of that. So it's a very good read. After that, I read the second book in the series called Eyes Turn Skyward. This is following Josh's roommate Jagger and a young girl named Paisley. Paisley, it says it in the back that Paisley is drowning when Jagger meets her, and Jagger saves her life, and they become friends. Sometimes friends don't stay friends. And then after that, I read Beyond What Is Given, which is the third book in that series. And this is following a friend of Josh and Jagger named Grayson, and a girl named Sam, which is Ember's best friend. And their story, which this one had me cussing at Rebecca Yarros, had me crying. I was so mad. I was so invested in this story, though. I was so mad. So this was 5-star. This was 4-star, like 4.5. So 5-star. And then I read Hallowed Ground, the 4th book in the series. We're back following Josh and Ember again, but much later in their relationship with a lot more stuff going on that makes things a lot more complicated. So yeah, the 5th book is technically already out, but not in these covers. The 5th book comes out in this cover April 30th, and I already have it pre-ordered. So there's that. And then the last 3 books that I read in the month of March that are 4.75s across the board is King of Wrath by Anna Huang. This one you are following Dante Russo and Vivian Lau. It's a marriage of convenience. Not a marriage of convenience, an arranged marriage, forced proximity type romance. King of Pride. This is following Kai Young and Isabella Valencia. This is a forbidden romance, and I don't know how else to say the other trope, so we'll just say it's a forbidden romance. And then this one, King of Greed, is Dominic and Alessandra Davenport. They are married, but Alessandra, or Ale, has asked for a divorce because Dominic is married more to his work than to his wife. And it's his story on trying to win her back. Tops this month, the books that probably I enjoyed the most would probably be Beyond What Is Given, because I absolutely love Grayson. And King of Wrath. Bottom is definitely Court of the Vampire Queen. So that is my quick February wrap-up, and hopefully we'll have a successful reading month in the month of March. Like the video if you did, comment down below if you would like some more input about these books, and hit subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, you are loved and you are valid.